Hello everyone again. Episode 49 is among us already. Thank you very much for watching episode 48. It's currently doing really well. It's ranked number 1. So it's another good week. Now, as for what we're doing this week, things are getting on top of me a little bit. So before I crack on with any new orders, I need to try and shift some of these that are virtually done but just not quite there. So we've got, this is an oak shell, which has been ordered with no edges. So that one pretty much needs sanding. That's an easy one, that's an easy job. We've got the star of episode 47 last week. That's now done. Needs a good sand and edges. So fairly straightforward on that one. Then we have got this one going all the way to the USA. Maple tom shell, 8-inch. It's not been sanded. I cut the edges. Because I just wasn't thinking, basically. I forgot to sand it first. So it needs the edges sanding. Well, it needs the whole shell sanding. And the edges have had the rough cut. They just need finishing off by hand and getting shipped out. So another fairly straightforward job. We'll put that in that pile, the easy pile. We've got this maple black stain shell still with us, purely because it's a slow process putting the oil on. That has been, as you can see, it's got some cling film on, or what do you call it in the US, saran wrap or something. It's not finished, but I've put that on. We'll then just peel back the edges, cut the bearing edges, sort all the bearing edges, sand the inside, and then we'll get back on with the oiling again once that's done. So that needs a little bit more putting into it. So then we've got these little 3-inch very thin shells with thin rings. They all need sanding and edges doing on those. And then these are all SuperPly hoops. We've got, what have we got? We've got 8-inch, 10-inch, they're 12-inch over there, and 40-inch. So they need more time in those. We've got to mark the lug positions, drill them, flip them over, drill the other side, and then machine them all. So that's a longer job, that one. We'll just put that in there. I wonder will they fit in there to make it look odd. Look at that. Good job. And there's a walnut shell to come out of the mould as well. I'm going to leave that in for today and just get on with some of these. I'm going to start with the easy ones, and then well, I'm going to start with the easy ones and we'll see where we go on. Let's get cracking. It is cold today. Got a hoodie on. It's blowing. A bit of a gale. Sandpaper. Right, I'm going to play some music now because the vacuum's really irritating. So enjoy, whatever it may be. pinching grits from 120 to 80. There's a bit of glue on the inside. With the vino, tends to need a coarser grit. I was talking about endorsements. This was one of the early bands. They gave me this. That's from my old band back in the 90s. Oh, there it goes. This Viv Gaia. They're not around anymore, but if you put Viv Gaia into YouTube and listen to absolutely brilliant songs, these songs here, absolutely bloody brilliant. Great band. If there was a band that I thought would have made it, as in made it big time, Viv Gaia is the one. Right, I'm going to sand this one now, and I can't possibly subject you to any more sanding and speeded up sanding. It's just be preposterous. So well, I suppose I'll start recording when I'm doing the SuperPly Hoops, I think, probably. We'll see how we go. But next up today is this one. A thought occurred to me just now as I was sanding inside of the shell. I was watching BeardMeatsFood last night. And BeardMeatsFood is one of the channels on YouTube that I first started watching. And really what got me into the idea of filming these. And I've watched BeardMeatsFood from the beginning, really. Mainly because it's from my area, so you would see back in the day he'd do more local stuff. So you'd see places in town and whatnot out and about that you'd recognise. So it was quite fun. Still watch them. They're even better now. But last night's video, I started watching. I think it was about 7:05. It comes on at 7, and at 7:05, it got something like 64,000 views. 64,000 views in 5 minutes. There's just, how do you even process that? That's insane. So I'll keep plugging them away. I've probably got about 3 views in the first 5. Oh dear. But anyway, yeah, I put mine on at 7 as well. About 3 views. 3 views. 64,000 views. I've got about 3. Oh god, it was so funny last night when I saw it. But you know, it is his living. He's done it for a decade, and I'm just messing about on my phone trying to get a few more orders. But the comparison, talk about chalk and cheese. It's not even chalk and cheese. It's I don't know what. But anyway, BeardMeatsFood is responsible for me doing these. 3. I really got to get some work done. Right. I've calmed down long enough to sand that one. Right, okay, next job, SuperPly Hoops. As you can see, they are currently holeless. I make these like you'd make a drum shell, just really thick obviously, and then just cut them down. But I keep them until the orders come in. I keep them as a shell, and then just cut them down as I'm going to need them. That way, if someone wants an 8 lug, I can just do it. If they want a 10 lug, I can do it. This one, for instance, one of these 14 would be a 6 lug, which I would never normally have done as a stock thing. So I just do them to suit when the orders come in. As you can see from my feet, I'm now stood on a workbench with a phone taped to a broom handle. Oh, we're wobbling. Right. Bloody hell. Technology. Broom handle. Right. Okay. What should we do first? Littlies or biggies? I think we'll start small. Work his way in. Lug is just here, 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 and that. Same with this one. Okay, I just got to stop what I'm doing with the SuperPly Hoops to get this beach, which is currently in veneer form. I need to get this in the press so that it can stabilise over the weekend.
None of my favorite tunes, but it's okay, I wasn't gonna leave my bed anyway. Turn on the TV to hear what they say. A man is telling me about how the world is fading away, but it's so fine, cause I don't care most of the time. I'm safe behind my fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down, can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay, I like it warmer anyway. I like it warmer anyway. Don't look up and don't look down, just close my eyes. If you don't swim then you won't drown, or so it goes, I guess I don't really know. The world's on fire, maybe just yours, couldn't be mine, I've got a fireproof door. Doomsday talk seems so cliche, I don't have time for this, no way. I'm safe behind my fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down, can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay, I like it warmer anyway. Fire can't go through doors, it's not a ghost. I'm stuck behind my fireproof door, the wall's on fire, there goes the floor. Maybe I'll hear what they've got to say. No! 2, 3, 4! I'm safe behind the fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. I'm feeling fine, I'll push it down, can we all stop fucking around? I'm safe behind my fireproof door, you can't hurt me anymore. This is fine, it's all okay, I like it warmer anyway. Safe behind my fireproof door, on fire. I'm safe behind my fireproof door, put it out. I'm safe behind my fireproof door, on fire. I'm safe behind, and it's your fault, not mine, fuck you.
Things are getting up our... I was watching BeardMeatsFood. Oh. BeardMeatsFood. It's hard to bloody say. But what am I saying? Really good. Fucking hell, I watch it every day. So yeah, anyway. Okay, next job. I forgot what these are called. What are these called? Oh yeah.
Some dirty things, baby. Baby girl, take